Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be going over our math contest series again, and today's problem we're going to be going over some repeating number problems. So these problems will apply to the students in grade 7, 8, and 9, and let's get started with the problem. So repeating number problem. So here's the question for our problem. So the question reads, a 4-digit number can be made by repeating a 2-digit number. So for example, 1111 is made by repeating 11, and 1919 is made by repeating 19. So how many such numbers are there in between 2000 and 10,000? So this is basically what our question is asking, and now let's look at our possible answers for this question. So we have A, which is 80, we have B, which is 81, we have C, which is 79, we have D, which is 72, and we have E, which is 70. And also, just before we solve the problem, if you want, you can solve this problem by yourself, so just feel free to pause the video, and if not, we're going to solve the problem right now. Okay, so just before we solve the problem, let's first understand what the question is asking once again. I'll just quickly go through what the question is asking. So it says a 4-digit number can be made by repeating a 2-digit number, and it shows an example, 1111 is made by repeating 11. That's one clue for our question, and basically we need to find out how many such numbers are there in between 2,000 and 10,000. So we're going to divide this question and solve this in different parts. So I'm just going to write some steps down. So for step number 1, we're going to list out all the thousands, because we know that we need to find out the such numbers in between 2,000 to 10,000, right? So we know that how many thousands are in there. So we have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, and 9,000. So we know that those are our thousands that we have. So step number 1 would be just to write our thousands. So step number 1 is to write our numbers, basically, we can say that. Write our numbers, and we'll do that in a second. And then for step number 2, we're gonna start to solve for our first one, and I'm just giving a little hint now. We're gonna be solving for 2000 first. So then we're gonna start solving. So we're gonna be solving, and then for step number 3, we're gonna just be adding all of them, and we're gonna be doing a quick trick for us to get from 2000 to 10,000 really quickly. So we're just basically gonna be adding at last. So these are going to be our 3 steps for this problem, and let's start with step number 1 for writing our numbers. So we know that we have the numbers between 2,000 and 10,000. So we know that we're first going to count how many thousands we have. So we know that we need to find for 2,000, that's one of our thousands that we need to find how many numbers are in there. We need to find out for 3,000, we need to find out for 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and 8,000 and 9,000. 8,000, and since there's barely any room, just pretend that there's 9,000 there. So that's our first step. We wrote down all of our thousands there, and if you remember, our step number 2 was to solve for the first one. So if we go back to the question, it said we need to find out a 4-digit number by repeating a 2-digit number. So for example, this number and 11. So let's just do that really quick, and let's start off with 2,000 since we're going in between 2,000 and 10,000. So let's start off with 2,000. So the first number that repeats inside of 2,000, what would it be? So we know that it has to be 2020, because there's no other number that would start, because 0 would be our first number. So we have 20, then it would be 2020. So then after 0, then it would come 1. So then it would be 21, 21. And then 22, 22, so such like that. So let's just write this down. So first we're gonna have 20, 20, since we're starting off with 0, so we still have the 0 here, so we're gonna go with 2020, and now we're gonna bump that up 0 by 1, so then we're gonna have 21, 21, so then we keep that 1 there, and then we're gonna do 22, 22, so now we have 2, so if you can see the pattern here, we're increasing by 1. So then this one would obviously be 23, 23, and then this one would be 24, 24, then this one would be 25, 25, and then this one would be 26, 26, and you can see the pattern here, we're just increasing this number each time. So then this one would be 27, 27, this one would be 28, 28, This one would be 29, 29. And then after that, that's basically all for the 2000s, because the next number would be 30, 30. So that's basically all the numbers we have for 2000. So let's just count all these together and see how much possible numbers we have inside of 2000. So we have 2020, which is 1. 21, 21, which is 2. Then we have 3 here, 4 here, 5 here, 6 here, 7 here, 8 here, 9 here, and 10 here. So in 2000, we have 10 possible numbers that are in between just 2000. So we know that 2000 has 10, and since 2000 has 10, we can estimate that 3000 will also have 10, 4000 will also have 10, 5000 will also have 10, and so on for all these numbers all the way till 9000. And just for checking purposes, let's just check for 3000 really quickly. Since we already know how to do most of this stuff, it'll be really quick. Okay, so let's check for 3000 now. So we already know that we said that it was going to be 30, 30, since we have to start with 0. So it's going to be 30, 30, then 31, 31, 32, 32, 33, 33, 34, 34, 35, 35, 36, 36, 37, 37, 38, 38, 39, and 39. So these are our possible numbers, because the next one would be 40, 40. So if we count them, we have 1 here, we have 2 here, we have 3 here, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we also have 10 possible outcomes in 3000. So by now we can already see that the pattern for each one of these thousands is going to be 10. So it's pretty obvious that we don't have to go through every single one of them, because then that would just be a waste of time. But if you want to go through them, then feel free to do so. So now, since we know that every single thousand is equal to 10, there's 10 numbers in each thousand. So we now just need to find out how many such numbers are there in between 2000 and 10,000. So let's just write, I'm going to write all the numbers again bigger. So we have 2000, we have is equal to 10. We have 3000, which is also 10. We have 4000, which is also 10. 5000. We also have 6000, which is also 10. So we know that every single one of them is 10. So 7000, also 10. 8000 is also 10. And 9000 is also 10. So now, since we have all these 10s, all we need to do is add them all together, and then we should be able to get our answer for this problem. So we have 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So as our final answer, we got A, which is 80. And just like that, we got our answer 80, and that's basically it for this problem. So that's basically just a way that I found out to do this problem, but you guys also might have a different way to solve this problem too, and if you do, feel free to comment your solution of doing this problem. But anyways, that's how I did it. So thank you so much for watching this repeating number game problem, and also thank you so much for watching from Try to Be Useful, and we'll see you guys in our next Math Contest Series video.